Hey guys, Fieldcraft here. First of all, I'm sorry for the long wait in getting the next video up. Sorry it's taken a while. I just had so many things going on, and I've been working on, the Dark Souls Guinevere 3D model. That thing's coming together slowly, but it's still a pain to get together. And on top of that, we're running out of room on this place now to record this video. Oh, Lord of mercy, this thing's getting big. But anyway, this is going to be the review video for shipment 15. They were supposed to have collected the money sometime last night or this morning for my next Titanic payment, which is for shipment 16. So I figured I'd go ahead and get this video out of the way while we're waiting for the next shipment. Okay, so the first thing that we did at the beginning of shipment 15 was we took our previous deck from before. And then we stuck that new piece in it right there. And we installed it with, I think it was, two AP screws right there. We installed it with 2 AP screws. So that was our first thing that it wanted us to do. And then after that, it then wanted us to take our new part of the deck and put this piece of wood down to the deck. So it wanted us to stick the piece of wood down to the deck was the next thing. And then after that, that completed everything for issue 81. And then when we got to issue 82, we did a lot more. So let me get to 82. Okay, in issue 82, the first thing that it wanted us to do was to take the 2 new pieces of the bridge deck, or the B deck right here. It wanted us to take these 2 pieces and put these 2 pieces together with, I think it was, 6 AP screws from underneath. So we had to turn it from underneath, and we had to put these 6 AP screws in after we snap them together. After we snap them together, it then wanted us to take these new metal bracket pieces right here. These things, it wanted us to take these new metal brackets and glue them in place to fasten everything together. After that was done, it then wanted us to take our 2 wooden pieces of deck and put them down, which I Gorilla Glued mine down. But it wanted us to put down these new pieces of wooden deck was the next thing to do. And then after that, that completed everything to do for issue 82. So I'll sit y'all here a minute while I get to issue 83. Issue 83. Alright, issue 83 was details for the bridge. So when we got to 83, we then took these 2 pieces of walls right here, and we screwed these little supports to the walls. Then after that, it wanted us to put these down and screw them down to the deck. So that was our first task, was to do those, basically right here. That was our first task. Then after that, like I said, we basically screw them down. And then it wanted us to take our parapet and put more of those supports on the parapet and then screw the parapet in place, which is on mine right here. Let me get my model, which is right here. This wall right here, the parapet. And if I can get under here, there you go. There they are, right there, screwed in place. But it wanted us to do that. And then after that, it then told us to put our first LED into the bottom. So right there, our first LED. It told us to put our first LED in. Sit you down here, because that's the end of issue 83. Moving on to issue 84. Issue 83, cabin bulkheads and windows. When we got to issue 83, our first thing was to take our cabin bulkheads and windows and glue all the windows in place. Then after we done that, our next thing was to take the supports and screw all the supports in place. Then after all the supports were screwed in place, then we screwed the supports down to the deck. And those are right here. Basically, all of these. And then those are screwed down in place. So you can see that I've done some work on mine. You can see. We screwed those down to the ship. That was our next step. Then, after we done that, we then were told to put our second LED in. So, that would be the LED right there. We were told to put our second LED in. Then, after that, that was the completed work for issue 84. So, let me sit you down here, and then we'll move on to 85. Now moving on to issue 85. This is when we moved away from the bridge deck, or the B deck, as you will, and then we started moving on to the metal hull. And our first thing to do was to take this red piece right here and attach it with two. Well, no, my bad, sorry. Our first thing, I'll show you on here. Ow, I hit my hand on that thing. Our first thing was to put 2 BM screws in. These are for the magnets that's going to hold the cover on. And then after that, our next step was to put the metal hole into the ship with 2 LM screws. Basically, these 2 LM screws right here. And that would be this red piece at the bottom put in place. Then after that, we would focus on putting the top black piece on in issue 86. Okay, so in issue 86, same gist. 2 BM screws in place to hold the magnet. And then we would put the top black piece on with 2 more LM screws. Basically right here, we would put the black piece on with 2 more LM screws. And then it would be all together except for back here, because it's not holding back here yet. But that would be our next step, was to get all of that prepped and ready to go. Then once we got that, that would be everything completed for shipment 15. And as you can see, we got a lot of stuff here. This ain't all the stuff, though, because I still got my funnels and the other deck in my place where I keep them. Then you got B deck right there. There's A deck. And then boat deck is in my room. And then you've got the engines I've got stored up. So yeah, this ain't all the pieces. And then the smoke generators. Let's not forget those. But anyway, that's going to do it for this video. I hope y'all are doing safe during these troublesome times. And you all have a blessed one. And when I come back, we will finally be doing the weigh-in video to see how heavy Titanic is getting now. I'm thinking we may be at 9 pounds and something now. But we'll see. But you all have a blessed one. And goodbye.